28, 27,
Mm.
21.
Wow. Don't think that the dice roll's ever been that good to you
I know!
for this long.
I mean, I guess they hit.
Not a dice roll less than 20.
Are those rolls, Elijah, are those rolls warmer, colder of other sub-20 rolls?
I think it's... God damn it, keep doing that tab.
Y'all do me dirty.
Oh, wow. 32 damage.
Wow. Heckin' oof.
So
Look
do
at-
you like Kamehameha him? Do you like kind of like fling it like you're throwing like daggers or some shit?
Like Frisbee?
Should I mention the glitter bomb?
Oh yeah, you had advantage on all those as well.
I don't think it matters. It's fine.
Sure,
I
no
can
problem.
I can
Yeah.
do it.
Just want to have been useful during this fight, that's all.
You're welcome to fish for a crit if you'd like.
Sure. Nope. Nope.
There are yellow rolls. There they are.
Get them out of here. No, I want to like have like this crackling like white and purple energy just like one right after another, just like throwing ping pong balls at it.
Alrighty. And as it goes flying
Balls
forward,
at it.
the first one
Death.
kind of almost ping pong ball size, but kind of growing in size as they get closer to the creature, getting to that of kind of like a large fist, punches a hole straight through it to the point where you can see kind of through the fairy fire on the other side of it. And then another one goes and kind of what's it called? Reaches or pierces to the other side, leaving these two like gaping masses inside of it. And the last one goes inside, and you don't really see much of a hole, but after a few seconds, or after a brief moment, there's this kind of popping sound as all the acidic energy in, or the acidic liquid in it is kind of ignited, and the whole creature just bursts into a torrent of leafy flesh and acid kind of showering the area.
Ah, delightful.
Ooh, nice.
There's still a zombie left. Ooh. This is awkward for him.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I can't do anything else. So
Alrighty. So,
that's it for me.
Stormy, you are no longer incapacitated.
Okay, but we still have this zombie to take care
Yep.
of, right?
There's a single
Okay.
CR 1/4 zombie left over.
Oh my god.
All right, he wipes his mouth and his eyes of whatever. Yeah, I'm guessing he's been sick during this whole time.
Yeah.
So he wipes his mouth and his eyes off, and then he comes up like this. And then he's going to produce flame on the zombie.
Alrighty, so that's a dexterity saving throw for the zombie, if I remember. Oh, or is produced
think
on the
so,
attack roll. I don't remember.
I'm sorry, not
Rolls
produce flame,
always-
create, not produce flame, create bonfire.
Ah, I see.
Ah, your favorite spell.
Ah, that's a C20, not a D20.
He fails.
Yeah, that's a failure. So 17 points of fire damage.
Oh, goodness, I feel useful now. That's my turn.
Yep, and just for the sake of shits and giggles, I'll just roll with Undead Fortitude and see if he actually succeeds. DC of 5 plus change, so now it's con save. That's 203, not 20 plus 3.
It remains up.
So as this zombie's corpse is ignited in flames, as this kind of massive fire appears below it, not even really attempting to move in it, more just kind of lazily staring at it downwards as you see, like at this point, what was its legs is kind of this charred bone. there. It is somehow still standing because zombies do that. Sparks, give me a Constitution, or Stripes, give me a
Stripes.
Constitution saving throw. Fuck it. I'm gonna
Oh
see.
no!
You are incapacitated. This zombie can do it. I believe in him. There's only
yeah. About that.
there's only 5 of you. He could take. Watch this. Watch this. He's gonna crit you. He's gonna crit you. Watch.
Oh Jesus!
See?
Oh
Oh my God! I was.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh gosh, Ezra, you rolled tonight.
Oh my god, ends the whole career.
Oh God. 9 points of damage. Take that.
Cool. Yeah. You're biting into me temporary hit points.
Wait, is it doubled?
No, it's a D6 plus 1. I added the 6 already. Oh boy. So, Corpse Flower's turn. Corpse Flower's dead. Oh, that's a zombie's turn at the bottom of the Corpse Flower's initiative. Going to move over to the closest target, because other one ran away. Come on, it's Lirel.
Lul.
And he's going to make a slam attack.
He finally did it. Nope, never mind.
No, that one's not it. Oh boy.
He saved the crit for me.
It's okay, there's more coming tonight.
What do you mean?
Alright. That's all he's got. Ace, what are you gonna do here?
Did he try?
He
Where's
tried.
that?
He tried.
Yeah,
It's...
all over here.
You have a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, I can hit him.
Wait, did he hit me?
No, he missed.
Oh, because I have Hellish Rebuke.
Go ahead and shoot him once. That's 21.
Yep.
Alright. And that is 12 points of damage. Is he dead?
Again.
Why you gotta be like that?
Undead fortitude.
We're gonna see if we can pull it off. So what's that? He was at 1, so it's a DC 13. Or no, 5, so it's 18.
Nope.
DC 18.
It lives.
Hit him again. And oh wait, that's more than that though.
You forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. The first time I was at a D6 or D8 more. Sorry,
So
D8.
5 plus 12 plus
D8.
1. Still would have succeeded.
Alright,
But
the
the
second
second
attack.
one, unlikely.
Let's see. Plus 3.
So what's the total on this?
15.
15.
Wait, 12 plus.
That was for the last attack, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
He fails. The zombie is effectively
Where?
dead.
I just noticed the first shot puts a hole through his chest, still standing. Second shot hits his tiny toe, falls over, dead.
Alright, so with that, it's all the enemies are dead. And you guys are... Go ahead. Sorry.
Go.
No, I was just saying as you guys are like gathering yourselves back up, what is your next plan of action? Just ask what you guys are doing.
well, that was a good warm up.
Oh, their
Yeah,
tracks
spell
of toad-like creatures, much like we were following before. That weird-ass plant thing tried
Oh.
to eat Stormy.
I want to actually check and see where this plant came from.
As in,
I'll
like,
help with that if I can.
I don't know
Um,
what it is.
sure. So you're checking where it came from, like where it, like looking for tracks of it, or?
No, more or less trying to see how it was came alive. Like where is it got spawned from?
That'd be, yeah, give me a nature check for that, for the corpse
Nature
flower.
check.
Yes.
What if I don't know nature?
Well, it is
Well, then you're gonna be bad at it.
Actually,
No, that's a D10. Ignore that.
let me see.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
nature.
nature.
Oh.
Corpse flower,
Should have taken the D10 and then doubled it.
That is not your food.
Well, is it by fiend? Is it a corpse fire is not undead though?
No, it is not an undead.
Yeah. Everything it makes is an undead, but itself is not undead.
No, it is not. And well, you had advantage on that because Stormy said he was helping you.
Oh, sweet. Why am I getting advantage from Stormy? Hey, Stormy, can I help you with this?
I'll give you guidance
If you
as
let
well.
me.
The two nature druids are just sitting here going, "Sure, you got this."
Right. No, if the DM will let me, I'll roll.
Go for
I'm
it.
here
Nah,
like
he's already
poking
rolled
it with
twice.
like bolts. Like what's
Oh,
going
did he
on
roll
here?
twice? I didn't see it. Do
Well,
you have anything in your nature score?
14.
Me, yeah.
Oh, I meant Ethan because he already rolled with advantage. What-
I have 0 in nature.
I
Why-
gave him guidance. So
I'd
that's
say
sweet 14.
so. You're not
Well,
super familiar with these creatures, but you know they're not created naturally, of course, despite being a creature of nature. But usually, whenever they sprout atop graves of powerful undead, and if not killed, they become the things you see before you.
Oh, so I am hunting undead.
Well, the grave, or
No, I'm
the
finding a grave.
remains of an undead. The remains of an undead.
I want to track the grave. Now.
I
I notify my party. Hello.
We're on it. We're on the grave. This is where the creature came from, where all people had died. That's what he's saying. There is no grave to track. We are standing on it.
I want to check that grave.
Check. I'm sorry. What?
There's no grave.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
It was just a plant.
Yeah, it was. These
The
things
plant
roam.
that's eating bodies.
The grave is the plant.
Like they roam around. Yes.
Okay. Never mind. Then I care less now. I'm going to go sit down.
Is there anything of interest on either of the bodies?
Um.
Are they holding fishing poles, for instance?
Ooh,
I
these.
would like to also,
We're
as an
fishermen.
addition to kind of checking the bodies, I'd like to check inside the corpse flower thing for a brief description of what I think the hunters from the village look like.
So, as you're kind of searching through it, it appears at whatever point or however long these things have been here, they're at the point of decomposition where they're not exactly recognizable. However, you don't see, while you do see some things in here, like you see like the remnants of like some small daggers. These appear to have been travelers, not hunters. You don't see any hunting equipment or anything like that with them, more just smaller things for self-defense. So these seem to be more people who kind of just got caught in the crossfire or something. Wrong place, wrong time.
Anything of interest on the bodies?
Oh yes, I apologize. The bodies themselves, I think it expels most of this stuff. Not exactly a bountiful resource for like other things. Like you're not there. I'd say there would be. Sure. Kind of fishing through everything, you found about 16 currency worth about 16 gold pieces. Had a stroke. Because I was trying to think of coinage, because it wouldn't be just straight gold pieces, but you're able to find some coin from the bodies, as well as like they have like their various daggers and short swords, if any of that interests you. There were in total 5 other corpses in there, counting the one that had fallen out, as well as a zombie.
No, that's not good.
Well, it seems these poor sods met a unfortunate fate, but it does beg the question, what is the source, what is the cause of all this?
I would
This-
imagine the frogs.
Well, this plant, for all we know, can be indigenous to this type of area.
Exactly. This might just be a somewhat natural process going on at this point.
I don't believe that for a second. I blame the
I don't.
fiends.
I have to
I won't
agree.
stop you.
I don't think there's anything natural about what came out of that plant, friend.
Plants like these exist for a reason. They all have
They're completely natural.
their reason for existing. However, this one had overstepped the bounds. Needed to be removed.
Agreed.
Just living its best life, guys.
It ain't a troll, for God's sake.
Definitely its best life. Come on.
Good point.
Alrighty.
Big lunch.
So, as you all gather up the things you can, I don't know if any. Were you trying? When you were saying that, were you trying to like harvest things from the troll or plant, or were you just looking for like goodies?
Would there be anything that might be beneficial to... What do I have here?
No, this is one shot.
Yeah, sure.
It's true. I was gonna say anything that might be like of use to alchemy, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm looking for anything that would catch my eye, but it was just gold that caught my eye this time. We can move on. We're good.
So, as you all continue along the way, to
Oh god.
you good? Okay,
Who
so,
knows?
as my train of thought was going along,
Following tracks. Hunting frogs.
I guess, I'm sorry. Continuing along the path, as the sound of the croaking starts to get louder and louder, you see ahead of you kind of like this large, what's it called, kind of cave or like cave opening, kind of sticking out from like a small rock outcropping in this kind of massive swamp. In front of it, you see what appears to be hand-painted these images, like kind of like primitive images of frogs but with humanoid bodies. And then kind of above all of them, kind of like stacking upwards, is this kind of primitive frogs on one side. On the top resides these two frog-like creatures but different. You see these are drawn to be much more massive than the rest of them, with these kind of massive limbs. And they appear to be, some of the limbs, they appear to be connected, almost like holding hands or something like that.
Do you have a picture of this?
No, I do not, because I did not draw a picture of this.
Your head, man. Use your imagination. Could I study these intently and see if anything about them jogs my memory? Or recollection or knowledge?
Sure, that would be, I'd say it'd be a history check in this case. And then
Good.
The blessing of the nature be with you.
I would help you if I could, but it seems my memory is frogging.
I
Oh
know
god, kill it. Kill it.
Actual living
Kill the tiefling.
So this crazy thing happened, you have disadvantage on that roll. No, you don't.
No, it's funny because frogging is an actual knitting term because you rip it and rip it and rip it. Legit term. It's amazing. I love it. I got a 19, by the way.
23.
So,
Oh, I got 23. Very good.
as you recall, your knowledge of various peoples and creatures or something that would be capable of doing this, you're vaguely reminded of a very small group of people indigenous to the Emerald Lane, but any other really terrain where they can survive, known as bullywugs. A race of these small frog people who exist in these swamps and are prone to finding worship in large creatures, small creatures, anything bigger than them, pretty much. That's what they'd be the drawings would be most reminiscent about?
The 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 people in the frogs, or like all of it all together, including the two big multi-limbed frogs.
You're not quite sure what that is. You've never heard of a bullywog having multiple arms or anything like that, or being really more than waist high.
Does it sound like both of the croaks are coming from within this cave or near it?
So, as you guys have been traveling with the rhythmic croaking, kind of like in the background, once you guys get around here, kind of it got more prominent. But it's kind of as you stepped into the cave to examine it, you heard like a brief, just for a few moments, an unusual silence in the area. And then after maybe 5 to 10 seconds go by, another croaking sound erupts from the cavern below you. However, this one sounds almost more reminiscent of a roar than a croak, despite still having the same kind of intonation. It seems more aggressive, or like more, what's the word? More projected than the usual ones.
I'm gonna step away from the mouth of the cave, like rather than like being in front of it and looking at all the designs, just sort of like step so I'm not standing directly in front of the opening and listen to see if it goes back to what it was before, if it continues being a more projected throat growl.
I'm all
The
for
problem
caution
with
on
that-
this one.
That is, we are not moving away. Should is likely not make a difference. Rest.
Alrighty. So, as you're kind of stepping away, watching watching the entrance of this cavern, listening to the air around you, a few minutes seem to go by of what's it called? Relative silence, as the croaking has ceased for a bit. But the various sounds of the swamp and marshland pick up once again. Then the croaking continues as normal. From this distance, it's quite easy to tell. It sounds like kind of two distinct ones. One's a slightly lower pitch than the other.
Well, I guess we go in.
Sorry.
I was gonna say Stripes was gonna, unless anyone interrupts us, Stripes is going to cautiously enter the cave. But
Right behind you.
I was just wondering real quick, and it probably doesn't matter, but are the normal swamp sounds still going on while the croaking is going on, or do they kind of pause until it stops and then start up again in between?
At this point, a lot of the swamp has adjusted to the sounds, so the sounds of the swamp of the animals and things have kind of continued throughout it. Except for when it made like that loud, like similar to a roar, kind of noise. That's when almost everything went silent in the forest, or in the swamps. So, as you are getting your feet into the cave, we'll take maybe a 5-10 minute break because I have to go to the bathroom real quick, as well as get things ready for this. Unless anyone has something you'd like to do before you're ready to enter.
Nope, I don't think
I don't think so.
Alrighty. There we go.
Initiative.
Yes.
was-
Okay. Welcome back from the break, as we are about to kick things off. Oops. Hello. My sidebar disappeared. But as you guys are looking into the what's it called? Into the cave, kind of peering down, you see this strange image before you. As you see these small frog-like men gathered, chanting in what's it called? Chanting in unison, kind of hands up to these frog-like creatures, So to describe what you see before you with the larger creatures, I think it's better if I just read out the actual description, because I don't know if words can do them justice if I make them up.
It's fine. But before we get too deep in this cave, well, now hearing the chanting, can I transform?
Indeed, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Does the chanting sound like they are casting a spell, or
It does not
just
sound magical. It sounds more like in reverence.
okay, cool.
Do I recognize them as bullywugs?
You recognize them as bullywugs. Yes. Yes, so an amphibious predator as big as an elephant. It lairs in swamps and has 4 tentacles, a thick rubbery hide, and a fang-filled maw with a prehensile tongue. And on top of it is an extendable stalk sporting 3 bulbous eyeballs facing out in different directions. But as you can see, one of these, slightly larger than an elephant, as these 2 creatures appear to be sitting here, feasting on the remnants of these various swamp creatures. You see this large pile of kind of like scarred crocodilians just kind of gathered up there, as occasionally one of the tentacles will come out as they'll feast on it, and you see what looks to be the remains of someone who had once recently been traveling through these swamps, or a few of those kind of mixed in that pile, but just this large mass of meat for them to consume. And as you see the scene before you, are you stealthing? Are you
Yes.
checking things out?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That.
just wanted to ask. Didn't want to make any
All for being
assumptions.
Blood
stealthy.
for the blood god.
Hey Ranger, do we have Pass Without a Trace?
No,
Oh.
I cast bark skin on myself before we entered here, and that's a concentration
Well,
spell.
fuck you too.
Oh, Zelthar spoiled you.
Yeah.
I
Course,
got
I don't
9
need it.
in stealth.
I don't have a good stealth with this character. It's okay.
Poosh. I don't even
18.
need pass without a trace. I'm invisible.
Okay, the bald spot is not going to give off Stormy this week.
No, no. God, I forgot that
You
happened.
got a hat on. You got some mud smeared on your head. Camouflage of the swamp.
Totally, yep.
But as you all are quietly kind of perched along this cave wall, observing the scene kind of playing out before you, just taking the feel for things as you get ready for your next plan of action. Then Ace, as you're kind of stepping forward to get a better look, or I'd say stepping under some of your allies, trying to crouch down, looking between their legs to see what you can see. Kind of place your hand against part of the crumbling wall, and a small shower of rocks comes glittering down on the area next to you, echoing for a second throughout the caverns. Luckily, through the sounds of this croaking reverberating throughout the caverns, your sleight goes unnoticed. So, what would you all like to do then?
I think I made my previous statement pretty clear.
Okay, so I already forgot it. I'm sorry. I have a bad memory.
Well-
Blood for the blood god.
Ah, yes.
I also rolled a 5, so that's what happened
Oh.
with me.
I want to make hidden signals. Like,
1, 2.
okay,
So
okay.
if you take
That's
5
half your
off, I'm still thinking. You know what? I'll fucking,
Majority pass. Majority pass. That's why I
Yeah.
let it.
Thank God I rolled a fucking 28. Jesus,
But
guys.
yeah. Ace Law may have dropped the rocks off the wall, but you weren't paying attention and slipped on him. But it's good because no one heard you.
Like, we are
Um,
them.
I'm like, shh. Alright. You two, crowd control the big guys. Us three, kill the little guys. Switch to the
Who?
big guys.
And which two of us are the two?
Well, people who have the best crowd control because I don't know. Shit. I'm assuming it's the druids.
I got some crowd control ideas already brimming.
Me too.
Okay, then
I
you
think
two.
I have a
Lovely.
good shot
Thank
for the two leads, but if any of those soldiers get through to me, I'm
Yeah.
no good to you. You don't want that.
You're on soldier duty.
Fuck plans.
I can't take care of all the little ones.
This guy's about to go full rear on me.
Full what?
Is it fuck plans?
Alrighty, so roll initiative.
Full Leroy Jenkins! So great.
Oh, what is my initiative? That's right.
Nice.
So it's oh god, guys, what the fuck are these rolls?
It's so good.
Oh, thank God. Oh, not the only
Alrighty.
one.
So.
Really, it's the role I've deserved. I think we can all agree.
Fuck you.
Wow, you rolled as bad as us.
Hmm?
The
That's
the
a
initiative.
roll.
2, 5, 19, and 10.
Oh, that's a 40. How'd I mispress?
I
No,
presume
that's
we have a
natural
surprise round.
You do indeed have a surprise round. Make sure everyone else is on the initiative. There we
I've
go.
got some
That's-
good tricks up my sleeve, guys.
Alrighty. What rolls? Lirel with an 8. Damn, pal. 23. Hello.
Do I actually have any AoE spell?
Ace with 11. Oop, that's a 1.
Oh,
And lastly, I believe that is
have
everybody.
Moonbeam.
So,
Skip me. I'm gonna hold my action during the surprise round.
alrighty. Yeah, I figured we'd give it a strike first anyway, considering he sprinted out there. So this works out. Stripes, as you come
Weird.
veering around the corner, catching the attention of this group of frogmen, what would you like to do?
I'd like to. So you say the middle red one looks more ornate than the rest of them?
As you're looking at him, he appears to kind of be wearing this headdress made of jungle moss and carrying this kind of fancy-looking spear.
Would you say that he looks relatively shiny?
Shiny, like he's glistening because he's moist.
Yes.
But everything's
I
glistening
hate
down
that
here.
word.
Yeah,
I hate it.
they're all moist.
He's moist. I'm a hunter's mark, the moist boy, and then shoot him twice with me bow as I run it.
All
Hey,
right.
Elijah, how slippery would you say the frogmen are?
Hmm.
I
How
love
low is their viscosity?
everything about this conversation.
I can't
I
think of a
don't.
single thing I do.
Oh, I have advantage because I'm fucking surprisey. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that's for. Oh.
23 hits. 17 points of damage to Captain Bullywug.
Plus the 5 from Hunter's Mark, and then the second shot. Oh,
You don't
the
have
15.
the red dot guy.
Yeah.
15 does not hit.
Oh god. Well, this is my life now.
So, as you run up towards a crowd of bullywugs, placing your mark upon the one that looks the most important, knocking your first arrow what's it called? And you see it kind of planted deeply into like kind of his torso. He kind of looks towards you and gives out this kind of shrill shrieking sound as all the bullywugs kind of like gather up arms and turn towards you as the chanting stops.
Oh no.
Oh, bullywugs have their own language, so yeah, I guess no one does speak it. Alrighty, he's surprised, doesn't get a turn, but Ace does. As you see your ally sprint into the cave as you're starting to make your battle plans.
I sigh and say, "Let's." What is it? Blood to the blood gods. Yeah, I'll say it too.
For the strength
Blood
of
for the blood
might of the Lord,
gods.
for all that's holy.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Move over here, and I guess I'll attack the middle one. Cause why the hell not? So the first shot gets rerolled.
Oh,
Fucking halfling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a surprise round either way, so you get advantage.
You're almost as bad as a gnome. Hits.
Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and roll the second attack too. Not expecting too much from it. Oh my fucking god! I think I can do it once per turn, right?
Well, the first one was surprise. The second one could be halfling luck.
Nope, it doesn't say. It just whenever I roll one.
Yeah, it's just if you roll another one, then you just gotta eat that.
No, it says when you roll one on a d20 attack roll.
Yeah, but if you, I believe if you roll 2 ones.
Yeah, if you re-roll that into another one,
Oh yeah, of course.
Deal with it.
Doesn't
At that
matter.
point, you
Both of them
deserve it.
hit.
yes, they do indeed both hit.
All right. There's a first attack, and then a second attack against him. Oof,
Alright.
that's gonna be 21 points of damage. Of the delicious damage.
Alrighty. So
Is that including right damage, or does right damage not last very long?
I did not cast right again.
yes, that is correct. So as you kind of run through these other bullywugs, seeing this other threat, kind of taken aback as they're getting ready to do what thou wilt with their spears, you send another 2 into their into the chieftain figure of the bullywugs as he is kind of brought to his knees for a second, but he stays standing. Then you move over to Stormy.
Okay, I'm gonna try and draw this, so bear with me, guys.
Spot, here's the fat AoE. What's gonna happen here?
Don't scatter them too much.
Would that be a 20-foot radius?
That's. Oh yeah, just move it up. Yeah, that's 20-foot radius. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, that is this.
Spike growth. The ground and 20 foot. The area becomes
And-
difficult terrain.
Excellent.
If anything, everything is in there. The 20-foot.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. If I can stretch it out a little bit more, I'm happy to do so. I just don't want to go beyond what I'm supposed to go beyond.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
let's put it there. Although,
It's fine. You just hit me. Shrug.
okay.
That's
Oh,
everyone
well-
except for 2 of them. I'm happy with that.
Alrighty.
No, I think you get those
No,
two.
you get everyone, including me.
Yep, 20 and 20.
See, I was trying to aim it so you don't get hit.
If you move it to...
Well, it doesn't hit him like on casting. He has to
No,
move
it just
into a
he
space.
has to
Yeah, you
move
move it
into
there,
a space
then-
thing, and I don't plan to move much after
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, then
He
he...
just like steps immediately out. He's fine.
Oh my
Here,
god.
I think I need to make a new one. Let me try again.
Well, I mean, we can quite. No, it's fine. Just have that point as the center point, and it hits
wait.
everything, and it
Oh.
doesn't do any damage to me unless I move.
It'd be
Further
great.
Right,
into
that's
it.
that's exactly what I was trying to do. Yes.
I mean, you can
All
do
right,
it
I'm gonna
here.
keep trying to. I'm gonna try and expand this circle, but that's what I was trying to do. Everybody except for them.
If someone were to put a token there, make it an aura, it'll just play us over the
I'll
whole
just do that.
thing.
That'll be faster.
Go for it. Yeah, go right ahead.
Uh,
Can you delete the
Yeah,
sub?
why is the aura so easy compared to drawing?
Well, just saying they should do it like center to radius instead of doing a diameter. That's
here.
what it should do.
We'll use that guy as a token because he was one of the original plans for tonight. Or 20 foot.
Yeah,
20 foot. Yep.
Ooh, that's a gross guy.
Yeah.
he is very gross. Is that the centipede? The end of our
Nope.
campaign?
Oh no.
That space. Elijah.
Right,
Oh,
right,
it's the space
right.
up,
On the
sorry.
space north of him. Right.
There we go.
Exactly. Yep. Or wherever it was that it doesn't hit our guy.
Well, no, I
This
said it was fine.
one
Still, I'm
position.
trying not
You have
to,
to
you
set
know.
it so as to see the aura. So go in
Oh,
advanced
shit.
settings and set it so we can see it.
Yeah, if it's just one above the centipede guy, it doesn't hit. Right.
Aura. C. Can you see it now?
There you go.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't hit.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much the circle I drew, so I'm happy with that location.
Yep. Okay, whatever.
That's
I
all
trust
but two
them.
of them. No, I'm happy with that, guys.
Alrighty. So, that is your action. Anything else you'd like
That
to
is
do?
my action.
Not
Well,
gonna
Um,
lie, I was hoping you'll hit him.
well, you'd have to move up for line of sight, but then you could do that because currently.
Right,
as
right,
it
right.
is-
Let me do my movement. Yeah. That should still be enough range.
Oh yeah, it's 120 feet. You got it. Or 150.
That is my turn, guys.
Alrighty. Frog. That frog is surprised.
Oh, God.
Can he be surprised? Actually, this one
Everything
can.
would be
No, many things cannot be surprised.
How dare them?
So, Lyrel, it is your turn.
Actually, at this point, I'd like to release my whole action.
Alright, go for it.
And I'd step out to basically where the black t-shirted token is, or just like as far away as I can be in the cave mouth, while still seeing both of the frog hemoth things.
Mm-hmm.
And Tallow sort of he takes out his hands that have been, he's sort of like wrapped them in gauze around the palm to staunch the bleeding. But the gauze like burns away from the palms of his hands, and a little violet and red mode of flame just floats over from him to like hover in front of the faces of the two frog humans, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw against the paralyzing, mesmerizing flames of Old Monster. That's
Whoop,
17 too.
Both of them. You said.
Both, yes.
Yeah, it's twinned.
Let's see. Of magical resistance, so that's wisdom save, correct?
Mm-hmm. True.
So
Wow.
we'll just roll for the next one. So the first one succeeds.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ah.
he gets it.
So as you see, what's it called? The bodies start to kind of freeze up for a second. Just the pure amount of, what's it called? Surprising amounts of like kind of force between these large creatures, just not quite able to hold on to them and keep them in place for the time being.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Just hold action.
Yeah. So Lyra, go ahead and take your turn.
All right. So what I want to do is I'm gonna do an area sphere too, but mine is a range of 60 feet, and if I put it here, it looks like I can get these two guys also.
Damn near everything.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that I don't get my companions.
You don't like them that much.
True.
Well,
Fine.
they're still useful for the time being. Maybe even after that too. But I want to cast Circle of Death.
Ooh, shit.
That would be a con 17 save for everybody in that.
So we'll do the frogs first.
Mhm.
So for the bigger one, So the first one was a success. So was that half damage on Circle of Death?
Yeah, it's
The
half
second
damage on
one?
success. Mm-hmm.
And
Why are you doing that, Tab? Stop it.
27 on the second one, so that is a success. So they take half damage, but the bullywugs. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just roll. And these are only +1, so we'll just roll it. So failure. Pass on the leader guy. Failure.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them failed, and 4 of them succeeded, it looked like.
Yes, the 2 big ones, and
The leader.
yes, and the leaders all succeeded. Everyone else failed.
Okay. Alright, well, they take half damage on a success, and big old black sphere of negative crackling energy just comes out from the back of the cave to envelop them. And it's 8d6 necrotic, I believe. Yes, 8d6 necrotic. So 26, so they take, what is it, 8? No.
Half of that is 13.
Yeah, 13.
So 26 then. Oh shit. 26 then. That's 226. Get that right. Alrighty.
Alright. That's my big one.
And how much HP do they have? So, as this kind of sphere of energy comes from behind them, you see a lot of them immediately, instinctively, kind of put up their shields to block whatever it is. But this whole area is kind of enveloped in darkness for a second, and when it releases, you see 4 of the bullywugs have disappeared
Just gone.
into the ether.
That's a new one.
That's a wild popping sound.
Are they fully dead?
5 years.
Yep.
At 26,
Oh,
they're essentially minions.
I mean, bullywugs are not known for their
Resilience.
large
Red
health.
shirts.
They're mini skirts.
There should be another
Red
one
shirts.
dead too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Red shirts.
Which other ones were in the thing? I didn't.
All of them.
Oh shit. Let me
Yeah,
just-
yeah, the 2 in the end there were in too.
Oh wow, you've just killed all the minions. Well done.
Yep, so it was from here, so 60.
So, one succeeded, the other one failed. So,
Yeah.
this one, we'll say the one next to Sparks, hoofs out,
Stripes.
stripes.
One lives, the rest die.
I'm telling you, your name should have been rectangles this whole time.
Not as much damage as I was hoping, but some
Yeah, you wrote a lot of 2s there.
I did.
Killed 5 enemies, not as much as I was hoping for.
One should always strive for one's best, shouldn't they?
So, bring things back to the top of initiative with.
Hello.
I got Tallow. I believe it was Tallow. Fuck.
What should I even still? Yeah, so Tallow is going to ignite his mantle of flame, and at this point, it's just like a really bright whirl of yellow fire. Yes, and then I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast minute meteors at a 4th level, and where can I send those? Is that thing? Oh, it's just a token in the center of the radius. I'll send 2 of the meteors at the smaller Froghemoth token, and it's a dexterity save against 2d6 fire damage. Normally.
Alright, dexterity.
Or 2 dexterity saves, I should say. against 2 sets of 2d6 fire damage because you send like individual meteors.
You mean select might?
Apologies. Oh wait, no, it would be because it's a saving throw.
It's true.
Wow. Stop that. I don't know why I keep rolling these.
Like what, 3 so far?
Okay,
Alright.
well, I select after.
Well, there's at least see the second one, maybe. Wow. This is not looking good. Well, for some people, but
So dexterous, so little time.
so it's not that they don't land; it just doesn't get the solid hit as the flames kind of wreath around it, and it doesn't seem to pay too much attention to it. So it's for the first one, and you sent 2 at it, right?
Yeah, and the +5 is from the Mantle of Flame.
Oh, is that the damage for both of them, or just the one?
I know that's just the one so far.
Okay.
There's the second one.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
So, with that, it's those bolts of, not bolts, is the kind of masses of flaming rock go flying towards it, more landing on the ground in the area than kind of hitting it directly. It seems to be pretty indifferent to the flames, to everything as a whole, but you do still see scorch marks on it. It is hurt, it just didn't really notice. Stripes. Alright. Sorry, I was supposed to say you were lunch, but I guess that works too. We'll call you Stripes.
Okay, I'm gonna move into the spike growth. The sad times.
Alrighty.
I presume I take damage.
I believe you do not I believe you should. Spike
Yes.
growth doesn't specify ally or enemy, so yes. So 2d4 for every 5 feet, so whatever that was.
So that was 10 feet.
So yeah, 44.
Do you want to roll or should I?
Yeah, I'll help you out. So 11 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, lost a little bit of my last part of my temporary hit points. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to transform into a animal that I have seen Stormy change into recently, which is a polar bear.
Indeed.
And then I am going to swipe at the creature in front of me. Oh shit, when I took the 2d4... I keep my concentration.
Nice.
And then smash. Smash. So I'm gonna bite it first. And then 1d. I presume 20 hits.
20 will do it.
And also
How much does parry at?
10 does
10 does not hit.
sadness. So it takes 1d8 plus 5. And then Hunter's Mark and plus for 20 damage in total.
Oh shit.
What
Nice.
is it?
And then that's the end of my turn.
So, as this last, or not as this last, as this, what's it called, bullywug, kind of shaping to a polar bear in front of them, clamping down onto it, and just kind of shaking him like a rag doll as he kind of just gets flung. The bullywug is effectively dead, but now you have to deal with the frog hemoths.
I would like to point out that the polar bear, while being white, is basically it is completely covered in bark at the moment. It looks more like a tree. polar bear as opposed to an animal.
Interesting. Alrighty. So, spark skin exists. So that's that one taken care of. That brings it to the first frog's turn. So, oh boy. So if it's huge or smaller. Okay, good to know. So this first one is going to actually no, it can reach you from there.
No,
Yeah,
I've made a terrible mistake.
Oh yeah, you're only 15 feet away. Oh yeah, it can do this. It is going to make its tentacle attacks at you.
Okay.
So that's damn. Okay. So that's 2 tentacle attacks.
They both miss.
14 and a 15. They hit the They don't hit the polar bear.
No, I've got bark skin. My minimum AC is 16.
Oh, I thought Barkskin was the one that gave you a damage resistance.
Nope.
Alrighty, and he is going to. He can bite or tongue. Not close, not far enough to bite.
Stone skin is the one that gives you resistance.
I see. As a polar bear, what size creature are you?
Large.
Okay, so then he will not tongue you, but he will actually move up to try and get closer to you. So that's what? It's 2d44.
You do not deserve to be tongued.
I don't want to be tongued.
You said that.
35
By the
points of
frog
piercing
anyway.
damage. Oh boy. So that is the first frog's turn.
Hello, second frog. How you doing?
He does
Nice
not go
to
quite
see
yet.
you.
You're lucky. So, Ace, it is your turn though.
Yay, it's my turn. Alright. Should I enact my right? My right to party?
What's today's date? 11th.
It
Okay,
is
never mind.
11.
Don't mind me. I just had to. Let's make sure of something.
What the heck? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and enact my right.
Alrighty.
So I get what was that at? I was at 78 health, so I go to 60 health, and then I have 88 max. And I'm gonna go ahead and attack this big boy right here. Oh, so I'm gonna move up a little bit. I'm going, or no, I'm good where I am. That's good spotting. That hits.
Indeed, it does.
And that 23, does that hit?
23 hits, yes.
Alright. So, this is for the first hit. That, and then put my right damage on top of it.
Is that including the critical?
No. So, it'll be 11 plus 18, 29, 30,
No.
32.
When you crit, it's not. It's the D10. It's not the full 18 that you
Yeah,
had.
it is.
No, it's not.
Elijah, what is it?
Wait, what's happening? I wasn't listening.
How you
What
calculate
is
crit
that?
in your game?
It's the D10. It's an extra 10 damage. It's not an extra 18 damage.
Yeah, didn't we always usually just max the damage of the die? Then add
Yeah.
that to whatever you roll?
I thought
Yeah,
you
it's
max the total damage.
No.
Did we use modifiers? I don't think.
Yeah, we did.
All the way through the previous campaign that we've played and the one shots, you've been doing it the way I described.
Roll
Yeah,
plus
I
max
remember.
dice damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll plus max. Maybe Johnny does
Yeah.
it differently. Maybe
Max
that's why I'm confused.
dice.
Alright, we need to talk about this again because this is a
I
point
feel like
of
we've
attempt
had
to
this conversation like 4 times.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
You
have.
just want to do it your way.
It's max die damage.
Yeah,
'cause
I know.
I asked it last time. It's max. die
Okay,
damage.
so 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 points of damage to the first attack.
Alrighty.
And then the second attack is 16.
16
So that's
points.
46 max total damage.
And which one are you attacking?
The big one, I believe.
Yeah, the
All right.
big one.
And
Okay.
that's extra 15. Okay. So as you send 2 bolts, kind of careening into that one with flames kind of flickering off of it.
Oh wait, sorry, I didn't sew it right. I want to do res of freeze, so it's a cold damage.
Alright, cold damage. Yeah, as you see the arrows kind of land into it, and like part of like that kind of outer moistness of it, kind of frost over. Doesn't he take the damage? We'll say for the first crit, it had to hurt. At least, actually, how much damage is that? Did it hurt? A little bit. So as you kind of get it up near where, close to where the mouth area is, and you see it kind of gurgle for a second and regurgitate a bit of the kind of the crocodile flesh it had eaten earlier. That's all for you then? It's action, bonus action, like to move?
Yep.
Alrighty, Stormy.
Okay, so this guy's still up.
Indeed.
All right.
Oh,
Here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna run in front of our friend. That should be 20 feet of movement, even in moving through a square is difficult terrain. You should still be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that being the case,
Is it difficult terrain?
Yep.
moving through someone else's square, yes, it is.
Oh, I can step aside.
That's 30 feet. So
Throw firebolts to the guy.
as close as I can, anyway. Con save or take 43.
Alrighty. So the frog emits cons plus 9.
the day of the blight.
I got one of those too, so don't worry.
Oh, advantage. Oh my god, these saves are on fire.
Holy
wow.
fuck.
That's 22 then. No, wait, 21. I'm sorry, 21.
Alrighty. So that's a little good chunk of damage. Basic math makes this equal. Okay. So, as you see a few of like the tentacle arms start to wither away onto the creature, you see the eye stalks on it kind of flit from first its attention being on this large bark polar bear that looked delicious. You see it kind of eyes flit over, looking towards you, and it is going. You know, it's its turn. Okay. So, how far away are you? 30 feet. He's going to move up. So that's for another 44 of damage.
Whoa.
I'll take that roll.
13. So, and you see its head kind of whip back for a second, and then launching forward towards that, you see this long kind of tongue coming for you, hitting you directly in the chest as you feel it attempting to pull you back towards it. I need
Disadvantage.
It's not an attack roll.
Oh, it's not attack. Okay, sorry.
You need to make a DC 18 strength saving throw.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Moved, right?
It moved, yes. It already took the damage.
Okay, fantastic.
Strength save, you said?
Strength
Yeah.
saving, yes.
Turn into a polar bear.
This is gonna suck. Get ready to help me, guys.
Mm.
And
Oh, so close.
just
Yeah,
barely.
So
far.
close.
So
All right.
you are moved within 5 feet of him. So as the tongue yanks you over directly in front of him, as this towering creature, as this creature is towering before you, he is going to make a bite attack at disadvantage.
It's bad.
Yep, that's a
It's
disadvantage.
very bad.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be smug before my turn.
That is a
Oh,
15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. So we'll roll damage first. So that is 3d10 plus 6 points of damage. That is piercing damage as the teeth clamp down on you. and the frog swallows you.
Oh,
crap.
While
Nice
swallowed,
story.
you are blinded and restrained, but you have total cover from all effects.
All right. All right. Okay. First, let me do his hit points. Do I have to make a con save? Don't I?
Yes, for your what's it called? Thorns. So DC. Oh,
No.
do you have Warcaster?
All right.
Was that advantage?
No, it wasn't. I just have it on advantage. But nope, that fails. I think.
Yeah. So spikes disappear as Stormy enters the gullet of the frog Hemoth.
No, Stormy.
That was unexpected.
I got something for this. I think.
You do?
This is what I was googling. I already know what's happening.
It
So
also got its tentacles, doesn't it? Not that I want you to hit me or anything, but you have yet to roll them.
oh yes, I'm aware. I just want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. So it makes 2 attacks with the tentacles, and it can also use. It's cool. Alrighty. So closest thing within. Yeah, Ethan is not within 20.
Hello.
Ethan. Oh. You are within 20 feet from the edge of it. Actually, just because that's kind of barely on the edge, we'll say we'll take a step closer to you, just to be thorough. We'll move Stormy along with him as you kind of feel yourself shifting within the stomach of this creature. This is...
Wow, I feel slated. Coming for me.
I mean, you did shoot him twice just now.
Oh.
So that's a 23 and a 24 to hit.
Yeah, both is hit.
Alrighty.
How much range did you say it has? 20 feet?
20-foot range on its tentacles.
Okay.
So that the first attack, and there's for the second. So 24 and 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled by the first tentacle.
Oh, is this magical?
Are its attacks magical? No, I don't think so.
24 and 19, what's that, 43? Half of that is...
21.
Yeah.
Alright. So that is its turn.
Picked up the werewolf.
Lirel.
How many tentacles does this thing have?
Each of them have 4.
Tasty.
But they only make 2 tentacle attacks. Is
Is
that correct?
Is there
Yes.
a max amount of creatures they can swallow?
Possibly.
Okay, cool. We can just fight these from the inside.
Alright. Well, first, I would like to hex the fella that swallowed our druid.
Alrighty. And what ability score would you like him to have disadvantage on for ability checks? Strength.
Strength.
Alrighty.
Right. Check that out. And then I am going to... Wait, is that an action? Or is that a bonus?
What are you doing?
That's a bonus, okay. Then I want to hit him with... I'm gonna hit it with a blight also. That is
Constitution saving throw.
con 17.
So let's do
I
20.
think it's half damage.
That's
Is that
a 13, yes. I think a 19 is the lowest it's gotten to save so far. Either of them.
Alright, well, it's half damage anyways, so here's 9d8. So,
Set.
yeah.
30.
What, 17? Or is it 16? I'm down for 16 rather.
16.
So that brings it up to quick.
Oh, and my hex is an extra 1d6. So 19 damage.
Alrighty. So, as more of this necrotic energy, what's it called, covers the first Fraghemoth, as you see one of the smaller tentacles kind of attached to the creature wither away and fall off. And how much damage did it take? Let me
19.
double check that.
For me.
19.
Okay, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw to see if he retains his meal. Do that real quick. DC 20.
Nope.
Wow. So.
You gotten that last time.
As you see this necrotic shroud of energy kind of covering the creature, as starts of its form and skin start to wither and turn black, you hear kind of this gurgling coming from inside of it, almost kind of echoing a bit to all the small caverns, and it just retches, and you see the kind of slime and acid form of Stormy appear in front of the creature.
I was about to give him a very bad case of heartburn, but that's okay.
You escape. You are prone, but other than that, you're all good. There we go. So, if that's for you, I'll just delete those guys from the initiative tracker.
Hey, that frog is still there, I'll have you know.
Oh, you know what? Thank you for...
There is one bullywug left. It will avenge its family.
Sure. That's all for me. And
Alright.
I will be right back.
Alright, wait. Oh, fuck, I already forgot what the bullywug's turn on there was. Was it...
Initiative 2.
It's now,
Ah.
essentially.
After...
Yeah.
Individual bullywugs are not very effective.
Nope, but
It's
it is alive.
It's going to look at its disappeared allies and kind of give like a battle cry with the spear in both hands and just run towards the polar bear.
Cool.
Sure. This is going to go great for him. It's a +3 to hit. Okay.
It hits.
So it's a
Fucking Froghemoth couldn't hit twice with its tentacles, but one bullywug. Whoa.
That is 7 points of piercing damage as it leaps forward in memory of its friends and stakes the spear into the polar bear in front of it. Then we come to the top of the initiative. And can you imagine if that made you feel the concentrations?
Yeah, just lost me back.
That would have been fucking hilarious. Sotelo, as it rolls over to your turn initiative.
2 Froghemoths, but it only took 1 bullying boy. So Tallow steps forward and he sort of casts his hand across in front of him, spraying a little bit of blood into the air, and the droplets seem to hang for a second before they burst, each one of the 7, into 7 radiant flames of each color of the rainbow, and they shoot forth straight at the bullywug and the lesser Froghemoth in a 6th level Scorching Ray.
Alrighty, your attack rolls.
So then I think the first 2 are going to get me as bullywug, and then the rest are going to be against the...
Alrighty.
It's a lot. Ooh, okay. Great, right off the bat.
Wait, there's a lot of dice. What just happened? So.
The first 2 are the bullywug, the next 5 compared to the this guy's AC.
Oh yes, Scorching Ray shoots more rays. I just thought they did more damage. My bad.
So the bullywug, let's be fair, probably dies.
Not probably. He does. He gets fucking obliterated. Is this just this
That's
massive?
the bullywug damage.
You really had to roll it? Come on.
Yeah,
You got a crit.
I know. Yeah, he's. So what's that?
Haste.
And for the other ones, all but one hit. So.
Here's all that damage. It's all fire damage.
So 14, 13, 10, 17. So what's that? 30, 40, 54. So 54 points of fire damage as the creature is recoiling as these kind of large balls of flame are being launched at it. You see it kind of toss back as it's leaving these scorch marks all across its chest. Does not appear to be overtly injured yet, though, or overly injured.
Oh no!
Could that one please make me 2 dexterity saves, because I still have bonus action?
Yes. Mouse minute meteors. Dexterity saving is the number is not very good. Not a good number, but luckily the magical
You
resistance
have been
can do
rolling
some
pretty
trick.
well so far. Oh, look.
So that's his 20 to succeed, so that's half the damage on the first one.
Alright, so he fails the second one.
There you go.
That's half damage, full damage from a green and an indigo ray.
5,
So
12,
17 total.
17.
And that's my turn. I stay in safety.
You might want to move your tokens. I just realized you don't have line of sight on anything from there, so I don't know where you intended to be shooting from.
I mean, no, yeah, I can't. I don't have permission to my token,
Oh.
but like I'm just moving to the opening and then moving back.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Considering I've rolled it over from your character sheet, not a. Oh well. Well, you do now, if it helps. Alrighty. Next up is Stripes.
Stripes turns around to the bullywug that just stabbed her, and
It's
missed.
Just
She will grunt and turn around and go for the smaller bullywug. Not bullywug, fucking Falkimi. It's the smaller one.
talk about me not getting names right. You mean bigot against
Hey,
frog
it's
people.
a creature that I've never heard of before. You say my name like literally every week and get it wrong.
See, that's why I get it wrong, because I say it every week. Okay.
I presume a 13 doesn't hit, but
A 13 hits. 20
against the
crit does.
oh, let's murder this thing. So the polar bear bite is 1d8 plus 5 plus 8, so 1d8 plus 13.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm going to use a reaction.
Okay.
So that creature just fell. Wait, never mind. I can't move him, so I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're gonna make the bullywug attack, I see.
Yeah. Of course it's like that.
So, let's see, what is the total on that?
12 plus 14 is 26. And then the what's it, the other attack is 2d6 plus 5. Hunter's Mark. For 18. Rawr.
I got really fucking confused. I forgot you're a polar bear and I thought you were shooting it with your bow. So when you said rawr, I kind of had a stroke. But yes, as you effectively kind of pin this creature for just long enough to begin tearing into it, taking a large chunk of flesh out of its abdominal area and leaving these large claw marks all along its green flesh. That is the turn you just took. And for now, it is his turn to attempt to strike back as the frog hemoth takes his turn. He is going to... You're too big to eat. Can you stop? He can still bite you, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, technically you can use the tongue against me, can't you? Or can you not?
I mean, the tongue doesn't do damage, it just pulls you closer.
Yeah, but it pulls you closer and then you get the free bonus action, don't you?
No,
You
someone
get to
died.
use the bite as a bonus action.
Indeed. But you still get the bite either way, bite and tentacles either way. Like,
Okay.
so, D20 plus 10.
Which
First
one's it
tentacle.
attacking with first? Is the
Uh,
question.
The tentacle it's attacking with?
Okay, cool.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I was gonna just say the 12 does. Yes.
Yeah, I figured the 12 missed, and... So, alrighty, okay.
All right then.
This tongue doesn't even leave you prone. You're within 5 feet of it, though.
You can bite me.
Yeah, I'm
cannot
just
swim.
gonna... Yeah, you know, I'm fucking bite you. Fucking polar bear ass.
Well, you successfully bite the tree there. Finally, after four attacks.
Alright, and that is... 8, 6...
Oh, I should point out that my attacks are magical, if that makes any difference.
No, it's okay, I do not in this case,
22 damage.
22 points of piercing damage as in return the frog hemoth attempts to lift you up and ragdoll you a bit as well. Not too much, being a polar bear, but I'm trying to get the point across.
Minus 2 is 27. Minus 12 is 27, minus another 10 is 17.
Alright.
Down to 17 on the polar bear.
Alright.
And... Oh, no, my bark skin drops.
Oh,
Oh, no.
not
Oh,
bueno.
no.
What's wrong? Just recast it. Come on. Ace, it is your turn.
Yay! Oh, yeah, I have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
You do or I do?
I do.
Oh.
I took damage.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I need to beat an 11 or else I have to keep attacking the same guy. I don't know why I rolled 2, but I succeeded at that. So, that's great. And then I get to heal health. Plus 3. Oh yeah, that 3 health. Now we move up to about here.
You're grappled.
Oh yes, you are grappled, so you cannot move unless you use your action to ungrapple yourself.
Do I get disadvantage when I'm grappled?
No, you don't have this. You're not restrained, but you can't move.
Okay, that's fine. I'll stand still. And I'll shoot the same guy. Because why not? 17 versus AC?
17 hits.
Okay, I'll shoot him again. For funsies. 19. Does that hit?
Indeed. You
Alright.
said your right was cold damage, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Ooh, 16 plus 10 plus I'm just gonna do all that and count it. So that's gonna be 26, 30, 31 points of damage. 5 of which is cold.
Alrighty. So, wait, say the total one more time.
20 or 31.
Okay, 31 points of damage as another 2 bolts go arcing into it as it's kind of has its tentacle flailing about, attempting or getting ready to attempt to pull you in closer, but you're able to land solid hits on it despite that. And then we move over towards Stormy, who has just been retched up, and you are now currently prone in front of the frog Hemoth.
How about some of this shit?
What does that mean? Oh no. That should indeed.
So I'm going to turn into a fire elemental, which is a bonus action.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to punch this son of a bitch. I got the stats up in 5e tools. Touch attack is +6 to hit.
Indeed.
2d6 +3 fire damage. If it's flammable, it takes 5. It takes a d10 fire damage at the start of its turn. So +6.
Go for it.
12. That misses, doesn't it?
12 does, yes.
All right, I tried.
Well, you
But
should get 2
I'm fire.
attacks.
Oh, that's right. I do. Okay, all right. One more. 18. That's much better.
Yep, that does it.
And I'd like to point out that every part of him except for the very top of his head is on fire. So that's 2d6 +3. Okay, here we go. $15. Look at that shit.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
Good solid hit.
So
That is my turn.
So with that, as he is lit aflame, as you kind of land a solid blow with this kind of fist of fire slamming into its gut as it's doubled over for a second. But now it is its turn, and it pulls itself kind of back up straight. Let's see. I need... From you, Ethan, I need a DC 18 strength saving throw.
From who?
Ethan.
From me.
From Stormy?
No, not from Stormy.
Okay.
From Ace Law.
Okay. Just want to check one thing real quick. Alright, I get advantage on this.
Because you are a werewolf.
Yes, because I am the Wolf of Wares. Dex.
Oh, well.
Yep. Alright, so you're good. As you manage to, while still grappling the tentacle, tongue kind of snatches out towards you as it attempts to pull you closer to it. You're able to at least fight that target off as you're still kind of holding your ground at this space while the tentacle is kind of taut, held taut, as this little tug of war going on between you two.
Just to let everyone know, I'm a small creature. I'm a very small creature.
Don't know what to respond to that with, but indeed you are.
They're just trying to pull me in and they can't do it. That's it. Great.
Alrighty. And is he gonna make the tentacle attacks at who? He cannot eat fire. I feel like he realizes he cannot eat fire due to the fact that you burned him from this far away.
I mean, can he not eat fire?
I think it's safe. I think it's... With training, you can learn how to eat fire. But in this instance, he cannot.
It'll give him heartburn, that's all.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Let's see. Who are we going to make this attack against? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Honestly, Ethan, you look so appetizing, though. Like you're just this little furry fucking...
Snack.
Come at me, bruh. Don't come at me.
Oh, God. You said
Alrighty.
What does they say? Pride comes before the fall.
The 17 does not hit, though, I believe.
No, it does not. He's 18 currently.
So 3d8 plus 24 plus 3d8 plus 30.
Ugh. That's my life right there.
44 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm -2.
Then with the second attack, let's see. I guess it'd be. He'll try and hit.
Oh wait, no, I
Stone.
took half damage from that.
Oh yes, because you can only take full damage from silvered weapons. Okay. So oh wait, he already used a second attack anyway. So you take 22 points of damage.
Okay.
And
so I'm at 20 health.
That is both of its tentacles. And does it have any reason to move? Actually, he can pass through the fire elemental to take damage, correct? Or can the fire elemental be passed through? Or is it the other way
Yeah, it
around?
can be passed through, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he needs to take a D10 for the start of his turn. Apologies.
Yeah, he'll take damage.
Because he is currently a flame. So, 3 points of fire damage. And he's going to start. He's going to take the damage from whatever that is, passing through this kind of wall of flame. That way he can attempt to get closer oh, sorry.
Hey, don't fucking move yourself away.
No, that was no. I accidentally clicked on her and moved her when I was trying.
Yeah, you can move me away if you want.
Like, slowly inching backwards, like. Ugh.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And that's his turn.
I mean,
so
Tallow doesn't actually know it's there though, does he? So he's hiding around the corner. He's just gonna pop out and go, "Oh God, I've made a mistake."
why's the ground shaking? What?
Actually, isn't he supposed to be like right here?
No, he's been going in and out of cover to cast spells.
Oh, okay.
Is
The
he?
thing is what I would describe as obviously large, just like stomping around.
Alrighty.
Is the froghemoth making its bite?
No one's within 5 feet. Actually, he could. I just can't imagine it willingly biting fire. But you know what? I guess. How does that even work?
Is it clever enough to understand that fire is bad?
I mean, he just felt fire punch it. So I guess he'd try. Actually, he's not very smart. He'd try.
Towel's on
He's not-
fire.
he's not a
Why would
very
he attack
smart
Towel?
I guess he'd try and
Why
bite.
fire?
He'd try and bite the fire. It is. I think 24 hits the what's it called, fire elemental. But this damage is half because you're fire elemental.
Yep.
Oh, to be a fire and elemental.
Is the bite being...
So 9 points of
9.
damage to Stormy.
Oh,
Okay.
just a point real quick. You moved that out of my, so I'll make a reaction.
Did I though? Because you're a large creature, not a small one. You're still in its attack range.
No, I'm not. I don't. I have a 5 feet fucking reach.
Shouldn't your token be twice the size though? Like, are you like right here or right here? Because you are a polar bear.
Oh, I mean,
Polar bears are not medium.
probably like there.
Okay. Go ahead, take your attack.
And meh. Meh.
Hits.
Fear my 8 damage. Fear it.
Indeed, I do fear it, as it makes me tremble throughout the night, as you were able to claw a good chunk out of the rear end of the froghemoth as it's being allured by more amicable prey. Lorel, it's your turn.
Alright. Can you guys hear me?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. I had to relocate. My camera just decided to not work anymore, so I was hoping that my mic decided to continue working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How is this fellow looking that is stepping toward me?
You can see he's kind of covered in various scorch marks, and some patches of him have freezed over. He looks fairly injured at this point.
Is there... Can I take a 5-step and not incur the...
You can disengage, which is half. You can move half your movement.
You're not.
Disengages half my movement.
No, it's
Yeah.
your turn, is what it is.
You're unlikely to move out of his attack range with it being 20 feet.
Is 20 feet? Well, I can go around the
Yes.
corner. You can't reach around the corner, can you?
Well, you would be leaving his attack range if you went around the corner.
Yeah.
So it would still hit you.
Don't run. Just fight it. I believe in you.
Well, I'm just thinking of contingencies. Because I
You're
only
right
have,
by the exit. Like, this thing's cutting me off.
I only have one spell slot left.
You
So
haven't been hit yet. You're fine.
I don't like being hit.
Wait, Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, right?
Yes.
What is?
Eldritch Blast.
It is. Yes, it's a cantrip. But I have other spells.
She's
but-
cast Blight.
And Hex.
Yeah.
So I've got.
Yes. Clout kill.
I don't have that. Okay, doke. I guess I'll do some damage instead of running away. Hope I don't regret this. I'm going to lift up my hands at him and send a beam of crackling blue energy and cast a Witch Bolt.
Lightning.
I believe that's an attack roll on your part.
Yeah.
for Witch
Yeah.
Bolt.
Yeah, at 5th level. So it's...
Still have 5th level spells left.
Yeah, that was my last one.
Warlocks only have 5th level spells at this
Yeah.
level.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
I only have 3. Well, I have one 6th level, which I cast very first thing, but everything else is now going to be cantrips, so... Alright, let's see. This is a... Where are you? Okay, there.
If you want, I'll go on my old man rant about in my day, we didn't have any cantrips. We had one first level magic missile spell per day, and we liked it. Sorry. Had to do it, sorry.
27.
Certainly hits.
I mean, I guess, yeah. 7 hits, so.
Alright, so this is... This is 5d12.
Lightning.
Ooh, 43.
That's a pretty good roll.
Oh, and also my hex,
Blech.
which is an extra d6. So, 47.
So, as you see lightning, the lightning energy begin to course through the creature, its body seizes for a moment, as like the bolts arcing across it travel all around, kind of see the muscles kind of tense and relax over and over as it appears to be spasming. As to what effect this has, who knows? But the lightning did appear to have a severe effect on its condition.
Oh, good. It keeps on going, also.
It's a shame that it's not 5d12 every time.
No, just 1d12. If I use it as an action,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. And
She's a lasso concentration spell.
yeah, it's is it?
Yeah.
Oh, then I lose my hex, so only 43 damage.
Alrighty, so take off.
That's a that's a concentration. I forgot. So just 43 instead of 46, or 47 rather. And I guess there's no point into moving anywhere.
What are you
can
saying?
move
It'll be
5 power
fun.
if you want.
Hmm?
That's shape.
Alright, so with that, we'll move over to Tallow. As we come back to
So he's looking pretty haggard at this point. But and he just like throws out his hands and just like directly blasts scorching rays out of his palms, like singeing the ends of the bandage. And he's gonna cast it at 4th level. On the big one, of course.
Alright,
The
go
one that's
for
right
it.
in the cave now. So how many of those hit? 3?
Two of them hit. Sorry. Too many dice gets me confused sometimes.
And could he also please make 2 dexterity saving throws?
Indeed he could. Failure and...
Yeah, it just passes.
Okay.
So, he takes...
Actually,
18 damage from
no, it
Scorching
would have
Ray.
failed both of those, because it would be a strict roll for that, so it should not have been an
okay.
advantage.
Oh,
Alrighty.
I get to reroll that. Actually, let me... I have a thing that lets me reroll ones for fire damage. So it's +7 +9 6 12. So that's 13. The Scorching Rays work out to 13 and 2 13, so 26 from the Scorching Rays, and then the damage from the minute meteors is as it was.
Alrighty.
And it's all fire damage, naturally.
So as these beams, as it's kind of convulsing in place for a bit, you're able to land these two fairly easy shots against it, landing solid blows against where there's already these kind of chunks of charred flesh on the creature. And as the meteors explode around it, you see both one of the legs kind of like crumple for a second before it's able to use one of the tentacles to prop itself up in order to avoid falling over. So Stripes,
Cool.
Good old polar bear, what would you like to do?
My polar bear form, no longer my tree bear form, alas, will attack this smaller frog hemoth creature thingy bob that she's been fighting for the entirety of the. Hello. So, first one, second one.
Hits,
Rah.
miss. The
Yeah,
first
that's
one
it.
hits. No, your first one hit.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Wait.
sorry.
It was
I thought you
16.
said miss. I was like, well, whoop. That's me done.
I believe
So
Where's that?
1d8 plus 5 for 9 plus Hunter's Mark plus Colossus Slayer 8, 17 damage.
17 points of damage, so 1.
And then that's my turn.
Alright, nice. And then it is his turn, as you guys have been spending the better part of the past 24 seconds or so just battering on each other back and forth.
Alas, my AC is now 12. Not 6.
Yes.
So it can only fail by rolling a 1.
So, yeah, it is not completely sure what happened, but he knows he's never had bear before, so you're gonna keep upon the same thing.
Well, but both of those do in fact hit.
So 68 plus 12 together.
No, actually, could you? Well, we'll do the what's it called? 836. Because if you drop me down to my what's it called form, I suppose it goes over anyway. It doesn't make me. No, you're right. No, it's fine. Math.
Okay.
Math is just
Yay,
harder.
math.
What's 42 minus 17?
35. No,
35.
25.
25.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, I drop. I'm in my what's it called form.
The frog kind of looks around confused for a second as you are no longer a polar bear. But this works out for him. And he is going to attempt to nom on you, I guess. Oh, okay, that's surprisingly convenient.
Oh, well.
So
that hits.
you are blinded and restrained. You have total cover against attack and effects, and you take an amount of damage that is equal to. Fuck! I'll just retype it. 3d10 plus 6. 0 swallowed by the creature. That's from the bite, and at the start of his turn, he'll take more damage. So, alrighty, with that, we go over to Ace.
Yay! It's Ace.
You wanna shrink me down?
Yep. Well, take that. Take.
I took damage. I took 22 points of damage.
Fuck.
I need to pass a 11. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, I'm good. We're good.
That was a little close there, buddy.
Well, last one was fucking close too. Well, technically I would still attack it because it's the closest thing to me, but
This is your
you
choice.
never know. Am I still grappled?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay.
You did not break free of the gun.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot at him. The 16 hit?
Yep, 16 does it.
Yeah. These rolls though. Okay. Attack. Second attack. Oh my god. Elijah, stop your hacking, okay? I'm tired of it.
Jeez.
Well, just be a better player. That's all. Come on, just.
Oh wait,
just
sorry.
roll
I
better.
meant to also say I wanted to use my curse on him.
Curse.
Well, curse of marking. It will just double the damage from my right.
Okay.
Is that double the damage rolls or double the max total roll?
I have no idea. I'll just take your word for it as to whatever one it says because I don't have it up in front of me.
The double damage. So I'm just gonna double the dice for my.
Okay. So.
All right. Okay, so the first 10, 19 plus 14 is 33 plus 10, 43.
So okay, 43. Let's see. He has.
And how much is that? 14 plus 18. Wait, 20. Yeah, that is cold.
Alrighty. Plus.
Is he resistant to cold or anything?
No, he's not resistant to cold.
Or invulnerable? I have no idea. I just picked it because of the first one.
Yeah, no, he is not vulnerable or anything like that to cold damage.
Okay, fine.
So, with that, as these 2 more bolts go seeking into it, and you see as this creature's already kind of using one of its tentacles to prop itself up, with both bolts slamming into it, you see it kind of start to hunch over, leaning only several feet away. What's it called from yourself, Laros? Its face. You can see this kind of heavy breathing. This nasty breath is kind of being blown in your direction.
It's still looking at me.
It is just barely alive. Well, one of the ice stalks is looking at you. In a second. Alrighty. Oh shit! I classically turned off the initiative tracker. Stormy, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna keep wailing on this thing. 2 attacks.
Alrighty, go for it.
One of those hits, right?
First one hits.
All right. $12. All right, another good damage.
Let's see, 12 points. So, how would Fire Elemental Stormy like to Kill a frog hemoth.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
I'd like to say kind of like the like angel demons at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he just kind of like just flies up and like turns from this sweet little innocent fire creature into this nasty hell beast of a fire creature. And as he does so, he just pounces right through the frog and just fires it dead.
That's
That's
Nice.
great. That means I can activate my next curse.
That's my turn.
He is within 20 feet if that's what you're going to do.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so it's D20 plus 10 against the other frog hemoth. As you use its undead corpse to attack its ally. That is a hit. Is it on anything or is it only on humanoids though? Wait. Or does it say anything?
I'm pretty sure it's.
I think it's
give me a
anything.
sec. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I think I decide who it attacks. It says creature.
No, I just wouldn't make sure that the target could be anything. I mean, the
Yeah.
thing you raise.
Oh, so it gets a +2 to its attack.
So 20 to hit then. 19 points of damage. Okay, not enough to make it. So there's nothing in Constitution saving throw, just barely. So Stripes is still swallowed. And then so that's your reaction. Is that all for you, Stormy? Then.
That's all I can do. Yep.
All right, then move over to Lorel.
Lyral.
Fucking elf names. What would you like to do?
Alright, well, I can't move over Witch Bolt, so it dissipates, unfortunately.
Indeed.
So, what's this? I'm going to hit the other frog behemoth with 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Go for it. Oh. Okay.
28. Oh, 12.
28 hits.
17.
17 does hit.
Okay, so 2 of them. So 2d10, right? Yes, plus 5. Uh, 18.
Nice. So that is. So as the bolts of Eldritch Energy go flying into it, and you hear this. You see like this bulging in its stomach as it appears something inside is struggling a bit, but it's retaining its meal, despite the damage done to it. That's good.
Doesn't
for
have to
you.
make a Constitution saving throw?
Only if it takes a certain amount of damage
Gotcha.
from the inside. I actually had it misread earlier.
Ah,
You would guess that it is 20 from the fact that it took 19 and did not spit me out.
Yes, but I was
true.
mistaken earlier actually. So in order for them to have to make a save, the damage has to come from inside, not outside.
Gotcha. Alright, well, that's all that I can do.
And then next up, we'll go to Tallow then.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Oh well, I guess.
Yeah, it is hard to hear you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me better now?
Yep, you're good.
still quiet, but yeah.
Okay.
And no, we can't hear you.
Yeah, it's acting weird actually.
Hello?
Say a sentence.
I can hear you.
I heard
It's
you
like
say hello.
Yeah, it sounds a little broken up.
Discord had apparently just had enough and just crashed on me.
Ew.
Oh, that was rude.
So, can you guys hear me now?
It's loud and clear.
Yes.
Cool. That was weird. I cast Scorching Ray, 4th level.
Alrighty, give me your attack rolls.
Oh god, I don't have them copy pasted. D20.
Hits. Does not hit. Hits.
That's the last
Hits.
one.
Damn.
Second level, so 4, right? No.
I'm casting at 4th level,
5.
so it's yeah.
1,
So 4 rolls, I believe. And it's just this is like the visual of this
Wait a
is
minute, what the
crazy.
fuck?
There
Okay.
should only be 5 rolls to hit there. Tallow? Not 6. No, wait, I'm
6 what?
no, I'm fucking. Don't worry, I'm blind. Literally blind. Don't.
Yeah, so the visual of this is I can re-roll those ones as well.
So you should let me know the total damage number, otherwise there's a lot of numbers on screen and I'll die inside. Because I'm already confused.
Okay. So it's 17.
But we live to make the DM die inside.
42.
He's already dead inside, so I wouldn't worry too much.
It's literally
Aw,
a
you know
clean
me.
50 damage.
Yeah,
50.
baby.
Wait, what the fuck? Say it again?
A clean 50 damage.
50.
Even.
Whoa. Nice.
Clean 55 damage. There.
And literally, like, this battle is just crazy because every 6 seconds, Tallow shooting, like, a whole bunch of different colored bright lights. So it's just like a brave in here.
I'd like to think that you're a turret at the back of the battlefield.
Oh yeah, I gotta move up, don't I?
Both of us actually.
Yeah, it's. I know. I'd say Tallo's more of a machine
Definitely.
gun turret, whereas you're
Definitely.
a single cannon sniper rifle.
Well, shit, this is not going as... Damn, that was a lot. So... With that brings it off to our current... As these kind of bolts of multicolored flames are breaching into this creature. Stripes, it's getting really warm in here for some reason, and you're not quite sure why. You take the damage at the start of its turn, not your turn.
Oh really? That's a bit shitty.
Oh, I mean, I could also have him make 2 dex saves before I'm done.
Oh, yeah, I forgot, almost.
I think this is the last 2 meteors I've got.
So... Fail pass.
Okay, so I'll reroll 56. So just 10, and then it's the second one is halved to 5.
Alright.
So 15 total.
Putting the hurt on. There we go. Alrighty. So.
Question is, if I turn into a polar bear inside it, does it spit me out? Because it couldn't eat me when I was large.
Yes, because... You could... Are you asking me, or are you doing it?
I am asking you, yes.
That's a good question.
I will turn into a polar bear.
I, for one, am excited to see what the result is.
Rawr.
Its skin gotta be like a little bit flaky and
Oh my
crisp and
god,
brittle by now.
Elijah. Your face just tells it all.
What's the damage for turning into a polar bear inside a creature?
To which creature?
Its gullet, what, 4 times as large as it should be?
No, this is also your body trying to transform in a space it does not fit. So this goes both ways. Let's see. Actually, I should have checked the DMG beforehand. Because I know the number I'm looking for. I just need to make sure the exact amount of dice. Do. That's not what I'm looking for.
You know, just your
47?
standard D&D party. Bears, fire, arrows,
Wolves.
lightning, gastrointestinal distress.
It's all par
Oh
for the
boy,
course.
holy shit. Ooh. Is that really it? For 11th to 16th level? Are you rolling for the health of the polar bear?
Yeah.
So,
What is that for the polar bear?
for improvising...
That's my health.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I didn't quite hear.
So this would be... Alright, well, I think that's a good middle point. So both you and the creature will be taking this amount of damage.
Okay, cool.
Considering your level, and I would count the damage severity as dangerous to both of you, arguably deadly to him. There we go.
Oof.
So the two of you take 71 points of damage.
Wow, aren't I glad I just turned into a fucking polar bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... fucking...
So, as you are all, readying yourselves to face this last froghemoth, the struggling inside of it starts to cease for a second, and then grows into this large, bulbous mass, kind of jetting out at the front of its stomach. And you see it retching as it's attempting to throw up whatever it is inside of it, almost forcing itself as it's essentially just standing there dry heaving in front of the both of you. Meanwhile, inside of it,
I'd like to point out I'm down to 22 hit points.
So Stripes, as you find yourselves in the midst of this creature, actually, wait, no, this is already your turn, so that wouldn't have happened. If it actually went first and you did this, you could have died from this just now.
To be honest, it was a low roll that you made. I probably would have died from it if it had been more average.
Yeah, but 70 damage is average. No, it's average.
I'd say 80. 80 is closer, isn't it?
14d. Oh yeah, well you could dice it either way. It's 14 times 10 divided by 2. Either way.
Dice it either way.
What?
Because dice.
Dice.
D&D.
Dice it either way. Dice.
But
Yeah,
as you find yourself attempting to expand the confines of this creature, not having enough room to fully escape, as you can feel the bones of the polar bear kind of compressing and yourself being crushed at the same time, as well as some force below you attempting to push you upwards, only doing more to to kind of crush you into the lining of the stomach, which you were not meant to be the size in the first place. There is the sound of a loud ripping sensation as you see the outsides of the froghemoth begin to tear apart, and you see the unconscious form of Stripes slip through it. It's almost as if almost as if like an apron being like folded down or taken off. The entire inside of its chest and stomach has just been folded open, splayed before you all. As Sparks falls on the ground unconscious. Stripes?
I'm not unconscious.
I got carried away. Give me a second. I got
Not
excited.
dead yet?
So as you look up at the mass of this creature, kind of staring down on you, eyes dead and glassed over. The creature does not appear to be functioning anymore. It appears to be thoroughly killed by the large polar bear ripping through its stomach. and the corpse slowly begins to topple forward onto where your location is.
See, the
But you're
thing
not
is, no one in the group sees the polar bear. They just see Stripes rip out of the frog covered in fucking frog guts. Because I
Literal.
lose my form before that happens because of the damage.
Literal slow claps.
Wouldn't you have to burst out as a bear and then the damage hits? Because like, if you stop being a bear, it stops taking pressure damage. I'm assuming.
I mean, I would imagine
Probably
as
like
it literally as it explodes, I lose the bear form. So there's a resounding, and then there's Stripes left with guts and
Viscera.
frog hemoth, all the way around here.
It's kind of a frog and the eggs and the egg situation.
It was not pretty. And
Gross.
it's going to be a
No,
long
nice
time
smell.
before you were clean. Okay. But with that, as the area seems to be clear of any of these frog-like creatures, as you see kind of the mass of bodies, what's it called, still in that pile over there, as well as even a little bit further down, you see kind of a mess of gathered belongings, or what you could assume to be gathered belongings of the various victims of these bullywugs and frog hemoths. Oh boy, that was something. Where would you like to stop things off there? I guess I don't know if you want to search through the things because I know some of you are goblins. Where did Ethan go, by the way? There he is.
There he is. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
So lame.
Are you mad? What happened?
I'm not mad. It's just computer being difficult.
It's
Believe me, I understand.
it's the computer
we'll
witching
do that.
hour.
Oh, you asked him to stop?
I think
So
the only one that
giant
didn't
polar
take...
bear and stomach.
Oh yeah, dead.
Uh,
Burst through.
are we no longer streaming?
no, we are.
We just
Alright.
killed it, and I guess we're about to wrap things up then.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I think I'm
I
the
Make
only
sure there's not
one.
another fight.
I mean, I'd rather not. But we can. I mean, there is
So you're
just
saying
a
you had
random
another fight
third
planned?
frog hemoth. No. I did not.
To be honest, 3 frog hemoths would have been far more dangerous than the bullywugs that were there.
Yeah, it would have.
Well, I also decimated 5 of them right away, so.
That's
Yeah,
true. We did
fine.
one shot many of them. Yes.
Alrighty. So
It's
with
called a
that,
5-shot.
as relative peace and silence fills the southern swamps of the Emerald Lanes, you have successfully completed what you have been tasked here to do.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Woohoo! Yay!
And with that, thank those all for joining us as we wrap up this night, and then I also go to the bathroom once again. Good night, stream.
Can I get paid for this?
Do you get paid? Yes, you will get paid.
I feel like I haven't had paid for a single one of these one shots.